Hello, I'm Paloma from Book Lover Paloma, and today I'm going to be discussing my most favorite book of all time, and that book is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I just love this book. This book is amazing. It's my favorite book out of all my books. It's by my favorite author, Sarah J. Maas. If you haven't read her books, I really think you should read them. If you read the first book but haven't read the second book, I really think you should read it because it's a really interesting book. So basically, this book is about what happens after Selena gets crowned the King's Champion. It basically takes place 1 month after the crowning of the King's Champion. And it gets really interesting and really exciting. Lots of things happen in this book and it gets really exciting. If you haven't read it, I really think you should read it. Okay, read it. It's a really good book. So I don't want to spoil it for you guys, so I'm going to be talking about parts in the book. So if you haven't read this book yet, I think you should leave because I don't want to spoil it for you. Okay? Okay, bye. Okay, so I laughed, I cried, I screamed, I cried, I got angry, I cried. This book gave me all the feels, but mostly I cried a lot in this book. This book just gave me all the feels right here. Like, oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever read a book that has given me as many feels as this book did. The parts where I cried, if you read this book, you know which parts those are. I cried when Nehemia died. Oh my gosh. I was so angry at that part. I was so angry at Sarah J. Maas when she killed Nehemia. I'm just like, why? Why? She was such an essential part to Selena's life. Like, Selena really needed her, and then their last words to each other were an argument. Like, that was not how they should have ended it. Like, no, I was just so mad and I was crying so much, and it didn't help when a few pages later Selena tries to kill Cal. I was just so heartbroken. Like that. I don't know how, but my heart shattered even more, and I just cried a lot in that part. And I just cried a lot. So now that we're in the topic of Cal and Selena, oh my god, Sarah J. Maas gave me hope. Hope of them being able to be together forever. And then my heart was just like, it was so big right there because I was just so happy they were finally together. And I actually had hope for them being together for like a long time, especially because he was Selena's first, and I'm just like, that's a really special thing. And then and then Nehemia dies, and then she tries to kill Cal. My heart was beating so much, and when she said those words to him, "You will never be my friend, you will always be my enemy," my heart just shattered right there. Because right there, I lost all hope of them ever being together, and the tears that were already rolling down my cheeks came even faster, and I was just sobbing the whole time. I just hated that part, and it was just so sad because I really wanted them to be together. I really wanted them to be together, like really want to be together because they're my OTP. Kalena's my OTP. I'm not losing hope. I'm not gonna lose hope on them, but that part just made me cry so much. And then every little moment after that, whenever I got reminded of Nehemia's death or Cal and Selena's breakup, I just burst into tears every single time, again and again. For some reason, I just couldn't stop crying. Sarah J. Maas broke my heart. Like, I didn't think it was possible, but it's possible. And then, because of what happened between Selena and Cal, they weren't friends anymore. Like, I was just really sad. But because of that, Selena and Durian actually started a friendship again. Like, they actually got apart ever since Selena started having feelings for Cal, and then after Selena and Cal ended it, her and Dorian started talking more, and like, I was happy for Selena that she was actually talking to someone and like actually getting over all that has happened. But I was worrying that she and Dorian were gonna start something again, and I did not want that to happen. But good thing that didn't happen. I was just so happy. I was like, whoa, good thing that didn't happen. And then the part at the end, the big battle scene in this book at the end, oh my gosh. I was so scared. I really thought one of them was gonna die. Luckily, none of them died. I was just like, yes, none of them died. But when Cal jumped into the portal to save Fleetfoot, I was just like, I was like, are they gonna be okay? Mostly, is Cal gonna be okay? And then Selena jumped after him, and that was when all was revealed. Selena is Faye. I was just like, what? I usually see things like this coming, but I did not see that coming. I was just like, what? She is Faye? Oh my gosh. And luckily all of them survived the huge old fight, mostly because of Selena and I guess her fiery power. She has fire powers and her I guess Faye can shift forms and her other form is a human. Her animal form is a human. I'm just like, wow. At the end, Selena and Cal, they're not really. They're talking now. They're kind of friends, kind of not. And then Cal had this huge idea to send Selena off to Wendland, where all the Fae live, where magic still exists. And I'm just like, why are you doing that? And then it's because he's trying to save her from the king. He doesn't want her to be caught by the king, and he made deal with his father that if his father supported him with the idea, he'll go back to Anil with him. And I'm just like, you'll do that for Selena. I'm more like, I need them to be together. Like, I just want them to be together so badly. And they're friends now, but he still doesn't trust her. Like, after what happened with Archer, oh my gosh, with Archer, just hate him. So glad Selena killed him. He was the one who told Gray to kill Nehemia. It was actually Archer. I'm so glad she killed him. Like, good thing he's dead. And then the last scene when Selena's, gonna go into the boat and Cal's there. And for some reason, again, first Selena says a few pages back, I don't trust you. And now she suddenly trusts him enough to tell him all about the word keys and all the things you know. I'm just like, that actually doesn't really make sense. Like, why? And so she tells him everything, and then she tells him a date. Just a date. I'm just like, what's this about? What does this date mean? Like, what's going on? And she also gives him the eye of Aurelia, and I'm just like, that's really sweet. But why are you acting all nice and sweet to him if you say you don't trust him, you don't like him? Like, I'm just, stop giving me hope for something. And then he says those three little words that just made me cry again. He told her, I love you. And all Selena said back was, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, I'm sorry? What's that supposed to mean? I was just so sad. And then at the end of the book, we find out what that date means. That date helped Cal figure out who she really was. Because Selena Sadothian is not just an assassin. She is Eileen Ashriver Galanthenis. Selena's the lost princess of Terrasen. I was like, what the? I was so surprised. And Cal finally figured it out. At the last part, he thought Selena was in alliance with her, but then he read the poem about her eyes, the blue eyes with the gold ring, and he just dropped to his knees because he couldn't believe it. And I was like, what? I was like, WTF? Like, I couldn't believe it. And then the book just ended right there. I'm just like, no, I need to read the second book. Like, I'm like, no, I need more. I need more. And yeah, I was like, this book broke me. So, this book broke me. And now I want to talk about Durian. Durian, who we find out somehow has magic, which does not make sense at all. Dorian has magic, which I just find is super cool, and it's raw magic. He could will it to do like anything he wants, and it's even weirder that he has magic in a land without magic. Like, I want to find out what's gonna happen with Dorian and his magic. His magic. He has magic. I'm so excited. Now the only normal one's Cal. Why is Cal the normal one? Like we have first we have the king. He's just evil. He's playing with the word keys or something. So he somehow has some dark magic or anything, something like that. And then we have Selena. She's Fae. She's queen Terrasen. Like then we have Dorian, the prince, and who has magic. And then we just have Cal, the captain of the guard, who just has a sword. Overall, this book was amazing, but my most favorite part of all, and you guys probably won't be surprised when you hear this, but my most favorite part of all was Cal's birthday. That part was I just love that part because they finally got together. And they finally got together. They're not together now, but they finally got together. And then I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen to Roland and Catalan, because I think they're somehow like entwined with like this word keys, this dark word keys that the king is using magic kind of thing. I think they're kind of entwined with that, and I want to see what's gonna happen with them, especially because they're both going with Lord Parrington to Morath, and I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen to them. Like I really want to find out what's gonna happen with these word keys and everything because they seem really interesting. And this book just gave me so many feelings, so many thoughts. I just can't even. I just can't even sort them out and talk about them. I'm sorry, but like this is mostly all I think I have to say for now. So that was my book talk, and now the first and last sentence. It's gonna be a thing I'm starting to do. Okay. Okay. The first line is the shutters swinging in the storm winds were the only sign of her entry. Now the last line is Cal sank to his knees. So short, but so full of meaning. Yep. It was right after he found out she was Eileen. So that's it. And I'm sorry I just basically talked about my feelings for Cal and Selena, but that's basically what this book is. To me, this book basically revolved around Cal and Selena's feelings because they're my OTP, so I'm really sorry about that. I mostly didn't pay attention to anything else that happened. So I'm so sorry about that. Read Crown of Midnight, and then read Ear of Fire, and finally read Queen of Shadows, and then wait 1 year with me for the next book to come out. Okay? That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Okay? So, thanks for watching. I wish I could have said more, but I can't form my thoughts into words right now. Like my thoughts are just a mumble jumble right now because of this book, and I don't know what to say. And hope you like this video. Hope you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And I guess that's all for now. So I'll see you next time with my next video. Well, I won't see you, but you'll see me on my next video. So, bye!